Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Wellness Wednesday. I'm your host, GuruDan Reiki on Facebook. Please get your crystals, your candles, your water. Get comfortable. You can be seated, you can be reclined, you can be laying down, but please don't cross anything. Don't cross any arms, legs, eyes, toes, fingers. I do this best with my eyes closed. Very quickly. You don't need to know how to meditate to do this. This is a guided meditation. All you need to do is follow along. It's very simple. I've taken all the work out of it. It's very easy. So if you want to close your eyes and we'll get started. Take a few deeper than normal breaths. Some good breaths that expand your ribs if you have ribs. For the non-physicals that are monitoring, some extra pulses of energy. Get us all on the same page here. And as you do this, your attention will all kind of come forward. And when it does come forward, please think of an animal or a place that brings a smile to your face. Or a couple animals, sometimes a couple come. Please take your focus to where you believe the center of the planet is, all the way to the Earth's core, wherever you feel it is. Take your focus there. Don't have to know what it looks like. Just send your energy to that area. And while you're there, take a breath. And envision being gifted a golden spark of light. Bring your attention back up to yourself again and allow this golden light to follow you up, come up through you and out the top of your head to infinity. And allow that energy to amplify. Allow the light to well up. You might sense its radiance if you're very sensitive. And if you are, allow the radiance to fill you up and come out a comfortable distance around you, encompass you, surround you. Allow the radiance to surround you. Even if you don't see it, mentally allow it. Even if you don't feel it, you can imagine that this structure is going on And in the allowance of that structure, it is so. Please take a series of larger than normal breaths and just acclimate to these energies for a moment. Just let it flow. Be comfortable. Begin tuning out your physical distractions. Focus more to your presence. Don't try so hard. Your soul knows what to do. Just be peaceful. It's not a test. There's no wrong way to do this. And as you kind of scan yourself, kind of get a feel for your presence, kind of find your energetic center, which is usually around your heart chakra, and envision a golden tendril of light coming, emitting from you out your front, out a comfortable distance. And at the end of this golden tendril, envision a golden kind of wall. Mine's kind of like a golden glass, where it's somewhat more solid than the space around it, but it's transparent. I can see through mine. It's just like a golden, shiny kind of surface. And on this wall, we are going to place images from our minds. And we're going to take mental snapshots and we're going to place them on this wall. Not just any snapshots, only the best snapshots that we can muster through unconditional love. And it'll be really simple. You'll see in just a second. Take a deeper than normal breath. Let your wall solidify a second. If you don't want your wall to be glass and you want it to be, I don't know, golden water or some other semi-solid, that's fine. It could be anything. There's no wrong. Somebody just said it could even look like golden starlight, like a nebula or something. Haha, that's pretty cool too. If you've come for healing for yourself, or if you wish better for yourself, please envision what you would look like in this healthy, happy, abundant, safe state. So if you're ill, envision yourself what you would be if you were illness-free. And if you wish better for yourself, you might envision what you would look like if you were sufficiently healthy and abundant. What would this happy you look like? What would you imagine this happy you would look like? And when you find kind of what you think the happy you would look like, take a mental snapshot of that image and then take this image and place it on the wall. To me, it's similar to sticking a photograph on or painting. I just kind of, because the image is a representation of light, it just kind of sticks to my light wall. You might be smiling. You might be in nature. You might be just after some kind of windfall or some other healthy, happy picture. Maybe just a smiling image of you after some activity, some joyous image. Take a snapshot, mental snapshot of that image and place it on the wall. The best you that you can envision. See, not so hard. The next section will address our partners, family, and friends. If you have any partners, family, or friends, and you'd wish them wellness, well-being, health, happiness, abundance, please envision these people in a healthy, happy state. Take a mental snapshot of what that healthy, happy state looks like and place that image on the wall. So you might envision your partner healthy, happy, abundant. Place them in the wall. You might quickly run through your family members. Friends that you wish wellness for. Sometimes I even envision a little click, like click, took your image, set it on the wall. Click, click, click. And then release yourself from the energy. It's not up to you to figure out how they get this healthy, happy, safe, abundant. It's not up to you to worry about how they become this way. The universe sorts that out. But what we're doing is we're telling Source what we would prefer for these beings. And we envision them through unconditional love, the best images that we can summon from ourselves for these people, for these beings. And we place that image on the wall, and then we're going to send this order to Source. So you'll see. But detach yourself from any outcome or how this is supposed to be. You don't make it happen. All you do is supply the fresh image, this healthy, happy, abundant, safe image, this prosperous image. And then release yourself from all attachment of it. You don't make this happen. It's not up to you. What's up to you is offering up the best images that you can for these beings. That's what's up to you. So those that are new, this is what's going on. So we envision healthy, happy, safe, abundant, prosperous, joyous, even blissful. Take a snapshot of that image of what they would look like in that condition and place that image on the wall. And then remove yourself from how that's supposed to happen. Give the whole wall that attachment. Let the wall sort it. Take it completely out of your mind, out of mind. Handled as best you can right there. Addressed. Okay. In the next section, we will address persons that we don't know what they look like. So in this idea, if you are aware of any persons on the planet that you would wish health, wellness, safety, abundance for, imagine these people's in a healthy, happy state. Comfortable, abundant, safe state. What might that community look like? What might these peoples look like? What might these communities even look like if they were in a healthy, happy state? And then envision a mental image of a healthy, happy community, healthy, happy state for these persons. A safe, abundant state. Take mental snapshot of this perfection and place that image on the wall, along with any idea of how that's supposed to occur. Put that on the wall as well. Take that whole concept and put it on the wall. So you don't have to know what they look like to wish them well. You might envision some kind of celebration. And then take a mental snapshot of that community and celebration and then place that image on the wall. It's not up to you to figure out how they're going to celebrate or even why they're celebrating. You just wish celebration for them, health, abundance for them. Place that all on the wall. I know it's a pretty special wall. Holds all this stuff. Next, we are going to address pets. Our pets or our friends or families' pets. Pets that you know what they look like. So in that category of your pets, family's pets, friends' pets, if you are aware of any pets that are experiencing any kind of illness, any kind of struggle or strife, please envision these pets in a healthy, happy state. An abundant, safe state of well-being. Take a mental image of what this happy animal would look like. Take that mental snapshot and place that snapshot on the wall, along with any idea of how they're going to get that way. It's not up to you. Place the entire concept on the wall for each animal that you are aware of. And even if the animals are not unwell, you just wish happiness for them, you can still envision that animal in a healthy, happy state. You might even, maybe a little smile. Or some kind of lovey-dovey eye look. And take a snapshot of that lovey-dovey eye and place it on the wall. What do pets look like when they're comfortable? In the next section, we will address kept animals. These are animals that are ranch animals, farm animals, zoo animals. Animals that serve but are kept or maintained. So, zoo animals, farm animals, kept animals. Animals that live within the boundaries of fencing. If you are aware of any animals that you would wish health, wellness, safety, comfort, abundance for, envision these animals in a healthy, happy state. And take this entire concept and place it on the wall. So what do happy cows look like? Place a happy chickens, happy guinea hens, happy rabbits. Then in the next section, animals that are not kept, animals in reserves, wild animals, anywhere on the planet. If you are aware of any animals that are experiencing any kind of calamity or strife or struggle, and you wish them wellness, health, comfort, safety, and abundance, envision these animals in a healthy, happy, comfortable state. Take a mental image of this and take this entire concept and place it on the wall. Next, we will address freshwater marine life. Freshwater marine life. Then next is the saltwater marine life, but we're going to do the freshwater marine life. If you are aware of any freshwater marine life, fish, snails, water spiders, snakes, I don't know, goldfish, koi pond things. If you are aware of any freshwater marine life that's experiencing any kind of struggle or strife or calamity, please envision these beings, this marine life, in a healthy, happy, safe, comfortable state, a clean state, an abundant state. And take this mental image, take a snapshot of that image and place this entire concept on the wall. I'm not quite sure what a happy fish looks like, but if you can envision some kind of happiness for a fish, that. I guess they swim a little bit more perkily, perhaps. Or maybe they just cruise comfortably, confidently. That felt good. Now we'll envision all the saltwater marine life. This includes reefs. This includes all the marine life. Otters, big fish, little fish, the air-breathing ones, the non-air-breathing ones, all kinds of critters, sea urchins, cephalopods. Please excuse my physical racket if you hear that. Please envision all these beings in a healthy, happy state, a safe, comfortable, abundant state. Take a mental snapshot of what these beings would look like in that state and place this image and this entire concept on the wall. So very quickly, just to recap, we've addressed ourselves, friends, family, partners, and all of humanity. Then we addressed all the animals. Then we addressed all the marine life. I'm going to add a little thing here for insects, because insects play a big part in our ecosystems and things. There's bees that are a concern sometimes. There's other helpful things. There's some non-helpful ones. There's some pests, sure, but the ones that aren't, sure. But if you are aware of any insect life that's in any kind of calamity, strife, or turmoil, and you would wish well for these beings, please envision these beings in a healthy, happy state and take that mental image along with this concept and place it on the wall. If you'd like to wish well for the bees, envision healthy bees, healthy insects. just doing their thing. Not really addressed the insects before, but today they want to be addressed. All right, so now that we've kind of addressed humanity and all the beings, let's go into the idea of other ideas. So for these, we will do what I call the golden sphere. We will summon up a golden sphere from our being. These spheres just materialize. You just intend them so. They are a comfortable size. Mine are about the size, oh, I don't know, like one of them Pilates balls. And their lid comes off, and then they have an opening, and we're going to put things in the spheres. So those that aren't familiar with the sphere idea, that's the sphere idea. So in this next idea, summon up a golden sphere. It is just a circular golden shape. It is of comfortable size. Its lid comes off. It is like a jar. And inside this sphere, want to place into it the idea of anything that you experience that is a tension to you. Let me explain tension. Say you turn on your TV and there's a news article on and it causes you tension. You don't like it. That kind of thing. So any kind of thing that causes you tension, whether it's political tension, social tension, everyday life tension, all these stressors, take whatever these tensions are, just run through them. Political tension. If you are aware of any political tension that you wish would just resolve itself so that you don't have to worry about it, take that tension and this concept and place it in the sphere. Social tension. Say that you are aware of a community that's not getting along with another community and they wish that they would just sort it out. But it's too big of a deal. Nobody knows how to sort it out. And you're somewhere else. You're on the other side of the planet. You don't know what to do for these beings. But if we take the idea of these beings in the idea of well-being, then we can take a mental image of these beings having everything sorted out and place them in this tension sphere. And let them all be amplified in the idea of healing so that will heal that tension. So what we're doing is all these tensions that we are aware of, we're energetically addressing them because we're not necessarily physically able to take any other kind of action. But we can no longer just sit on the couch and watch all this stuff without doing something about it. So this is what we're doing. We are energetically addressing these things so that we can clear it out of our energy. That's what this is about. Very important, this. So we're addressing these topics, clearing them out of us so that they can be sorted out, so that we can feel as though we have done the best we could to deal with it, so that we can release ourselves from it. Even if it keeps showing on the TV, oh, well, there's still this and there's still that. Well, that's okay. We've addressed it. We're free from it. You all get free from it too, and then it'll be healed. No longer our problem. We've addressed it. So that's why this is important. This sphere is very important. So any tensions, anything that's not getting along. Oh, I don't like the traffic on the way to work. All right. Causes me tension. All right. Let's envision this tension is cleared. Let's envision that going to work is a smooth idea and not a bungled idea. So take the idea of that smoothness, place it into the sphere for amplification. All right. Oh, I got this person's not getting along with that person. It's causing me tension. Let's envision them all sorted out. Take a mental image of that sorted outness, if that's even a word, and place that image with this concept inside the sphere for amplification. But then when you put it in the sphere, disconnect from it. Say, I've addressed this. I've addressed political tensions. I've addressed social tensions. I've addressed this thing. And disconnect from it. I don't know if I'm quite saying it clear enough. Y'all may just have to run with it. But anything that causes you tension or causes you discomfort, causes you pause. Envision all of these tension, stressor things and take them out of you and place them in this sphere. I know it's a lot. But if there's a tension and then there's a peace that you'd rather have, then let's address the tension so that we can give the peace more room. Let's take the tensions out and allow the peace in. Allow the healing in. Allow that calm in. But it can't come in if all the space is taken up with this junk. And in physical reality, they try to fill you with junk because they don't want you very peaceful, evidently. So I'm here to offer a different idea. So once we put our big tensions and things in the sphere, place the lid back on your sphere and then attach the sphere to the wall for amplification. Please take a few larger than normal breaths if you have lungs. For those beings assisting that don't have lungs, please experience some extra pulses. Let's resynchronize because things kind of went a little sideways there for a second. Take a moment to remember your golden radiating light. And just pause there for just a second. You can still gaze out and see your wall and see the things on the wall, but focus on your light for a moment, your ground for a moment. Much better. Thank you. In the next idea, please summon up another golden sphere. This sphere is of comfortable size. Its lid comes off. There is space within. It is like a jar. In this idea, which is elusive to me at this moment, What would we like the sphere to do? We've already done the tension sphere. How about the catch-all sphere then? Let's let this be the catch-all sphere. If in the idea of the catch-all sphere, if there is any topic that I have not addressed, if you are aware of anything that you would wish health, well-being, comfort, abundance, prosperity for, please envision these things in a healthy, happy state and place that image and its concept into this sphere. Anything that rubs you the wrong way, envision this thing solved, sorted, imagine it cleared, take a mental image of what that would look like along with this concept and place it in the sphere. An example would be, I've been fighting with my brother for 30 years and I just wish everything was fine. It's stupid why we don't talk. Imagine that all sorted out, that y'all are having a wonderful time, everything is great, everything is mended. Take a mental image of that along with this concept and place it in the sphere. So is it kind of a mental health sphere? Sure. Is it anything that I haven't addressed? Oh, Dan, you didn't address that. The yard people keep telling me I need to mow my yard. All right, imagine that your yard is okay. The yard people leave you alone, that they're all busy, being busy somewhere else. Envision yourself with that clear existence and take that image and concept and place it in the sphere. Yes, I know we haven't addressed the earth and the land masses and the water yet, but that's coming up next. So you don't really need to address that yet. The sphere is more for things I haven't addressed. If it's not a tension creating thing, if it's any other topic of things that grind within you, envision these things neutralized in a non-grindy manner. Take an image of that piece and place that image and concept in the sphere. When you are completed, put your lid on your sphere and then attach your sphere to the wall for amplification. Please summon up another golden sphere. This sphere is a comfortable size. Its lid comes off. It is like a jar. I'm going to call this sphere the what if everything goes your way sphere. This is the fun one. Okay? This will be the fun sphere. In this sphere, we'd like to place the ideas of anything that you'd like to manifest. You want a new car? Please envision what a new car would look like, feel like, place, take a mental image of that and place that image and that concept in the sphere for amplification. You want to win the lottery? What would it look like to win the lottery? What would that feel like? Take a mental image of that and place this concept into the sphere. What if everything went your way? What if you never had an argument ever again with any being on the planet for the rest of your natural life? What would it be like if everybody just got along and you never had to explain yourself anymore? Everything went your way. I don't want to pay $22.50 for that. I want to pay $15.50 for that instead. Oh, okay, then we'll just have it go your way. What would that look like? What would that feel like? What if the world worked for you? What would that look like? I know that's a stretch. That one's iffy, huh? I know that one's weird, but it's fun, isn't it? What would it look like if everything went your way? And take a mental image of your happiness what you would look like, and place that entire concept in this sphere. What if my family just got along? What if everybody was great? What if everything was great? What if we could do anything we wanted? What if we could travel for free? What would that feel like? Oh, sorry, not going to be home this weekend. Going to France. See you later. What would that look like? Place that in the sphere. What? I don't want to diet anymore. I'm going to live on chocolate. Cool. You want to live on chocolate? That's awesome. How much chocolate would you need? What kind would you get? What would that look like? Place that concept in the sphere. I don't want to hear bad news anymore. What? You don't want to hear bad news? You don't have to hear bad news. Why? It's your world. Everything's going your way. I want a world where there's no bad news. I just want everybody to be happy for a change. For a change? Yes, for a change. What would that change look like? Take that concept and place it in this sphere. I just want to be understood. I don't want to have to explain myself. What would that look like? Oh, do you know what I mean? Oh, you know what I mean? Oh, great, thanks. Phew, concern gone. Take an image of that and place that concept in the sphere. What do you mean I'm out of gas? I don't have any gas. Somebody give me gas. Can you give me gas? You will. Thank you. I have gas now. Wow, that's wonderful. I don't have to worry about it anymore. What would that look like? Take that concept and place it in the sphere. Any fun thing that you'd like to manifest or wish that was, even if you wish it wasn't a fantasy. I wish this wasn't a fantasy. I wish this was really real life. Take an image of that and place that whole concept in the sphere. Let's make it real. And place your lid on the sphere and attach it to the wall for amplification. And then take some breaths, a series of larger than normal breaths. Are you feeling a little clearer just there? You feel like you've addressed these things. And it's okay if you didn't feel as though you addressed them as quite thoroughly as you could have, because these events repeat. So anything, or maybe even you remember something later, you might just mentally jot it down so that you can address it the next time. You know, this is the 40th one of these. This is Wellness Wednesday number 40. We've done this 40 times. Yeah, I know. It's pretty cool. I'd like for you to come up to your observer position, and I would like for you to notice the structure. I would like for you to see your golden self kind of below you a little bit. See your golden self glowing, radiating there in your wonderful connection to the core of the planet. Notice your golden tendril of light coming out a comfortable distance, that beautiful wall with all of these items addressed on it in their beauty, their perfect, unconditional presentation of love. Here's the beautiful healed you. Here's your beautiful healed partner, friends and family, your beautiful healed humanity, your beautiful healed animals, your beautiful healed marine life, your beautiful healed tensions, your beautiful healed whatever irritations, and your beautiful, wondrous kind of manifestation orb sphere, all on this wall, all presented right there. What a beauty. What a wonderful thing this is. And then as you admire your wall, And you kind of sense your energies around it and kind of find its center. And then on the back side of that center, envision another golden tendril of light coming out a comfortable distance. And at the end of this golden tendril of light, envision our planet. Envision Earth. Envision Gaia as viewed from space. So that way it's all kind of right there presented for you. And in your vision of Earth, you may or may not have a moon present. Some people envision the moon because it is an aspect, and some people don't. They just want to address the Earth. If you have a moon or do not have a moon, either way is right. There's no wrong. Okay? And as you gaze upon this Earth, I want you to notice the land masses. Okay? And if you are aware of any land masses, or if you are aware of any lands that are experiencing any kind of calamity, struggle, or strife, and you would wish healing for these lands, wherever these lands are on the planet, please envision these lands healed. Envision them lush. Envision them healthy. And then when you address these different areas, please mentally leave a little spark of golden light on each area that you've addressed, so that you know that when you look at your Earth that you've already addressed it. All right? If you have that much vision power, or you might do it by continent. You might go, oh, I'm all the farms in Iowa, they need some, yeah, okay. And then leave a little golden spark of light, so that when you do the land masses, and then here in a little bit we'll do the waters. So don't worry about the waters right now, just the land masses, the planet surface, or the planet just underneath the surface, or any part of the planet. Actually, some people might want to heal the fault lines and things. You might send healing to the fault lines. You might send healing and then put a little golden spark of light. So I'm going to hush for a moment while we address our land masses and deal with these energies within us and address them here. So anything that you are aware of in your reality, any of these land masses that you would wish healing and well-being for, envision them healed, lush, or whatever, I want to say vibrant, but full of growth, energy, right? So for like the farmlands and the forests and the things, all right? And then leave a little golden spark of light. Once you get kind of close to being done, please take a larger than normal breath and let this healing kind of solidify to where you can kind of see it all nice and lush and healed and in the best state that you can envision for it. And then next, we are going to address the waters. You might do it by ocean or sea, or you might do it by time zone, however works for you. But we're going to address all the waters on the planet. So please envision your waters in a clear, healthy, happy state. Now, I know that in the idea of clear, there are still things that live in the ocean that kind of make it a little bit cloudy. And I'm not saying that these things are bad, but these things might want to swim through some clear water. So as you envision your water's health, you might envision them free of any kind of pollutant or any kind of, I don't know, I know in the Pacific there's the idea of radioactivity. So in the idea of radioactivity, radioactivity is a natural element of the earth. So instead of taking the radioactivity out of the ocean, in this idea, allow Gaia to absorb that radioactivity back into her where she controls the radioactivity, because radioactivity is only dangerous when it gets out of control, and men like to make it out of control. But if you give that radioactivity back to Gaia, she will manage it perfectly, just like she always does. So it's not that you have to take it out and get rid of it, but allow Gaia to have it back. Do you see how that's a less resistant idea? We don't have to do anything about it, just like Gaia do her thing. Okay, so as you address the oceans and you address the waters, because we've already addressed all the marine life just a little while ago. So as we address the waters, please envision the waters clear, healthy, happy, oxygenated, and well. And so let's take a minute and address our oceans in a healthy, happy, well, abundant state. In the next idea, I'd like to address the atmosphere and there's an awful lot of stuff going on in the atmosphere and it's all moving and it's kind of difficult to narrow down. So a way to address all of the atmosphere, because we addressed all the beings on the planet, now we've addressed the planet, but the atmosphere around the planet. So what let's do in your vision of Earth, in the idea of addressing our atmosphere. Please envision our entire atmosphere in like a golden hued bubble. And in the idea of this bubble, everything within the bubble is neutralized. It's neutral. It's happily coexisting. There's no atmosphere at turmoil with another atmosphere. Everything operates correctly as per its design, and all of its protections are amplified and stay in place, and everything is as healed as we can envision it. That doesn't mean there's not going to be storms. That doesn't mean that there's not going to be, particulates. It doesn't mean that there's not going to be things there. But these things are going to exist harmoniously. They're going to work together, not against one another. It's going to be peaceful and wonderful. So please envision this idea inside the golden bubble of Oliver's atmosphere. And then please take a larger than normal breath. For those of you that have a moon, you might want to take a moment now and address the moon in any way that you see fit. If you want to place a golden bubble around it like we just did for the earth, or if you have any other idea, if you are aware of anything going on the moon and you would wish the moon any kind of well-being, wellness, happiness, please envision your moon in a healthy, harmonious state. Once done, please come back up to what you might consider an observer position. And from this position, kind of look at your structure here. We have a healed earth in a golden bubble, including all of its atmosphere, all harmoniously existing. We have our happy moon. And then we have a golden tendril that's going to a golden wall where we have addressed everything that we are aware of. We've addressed ourselves, our family, friends, and partners, all of humanity, all of the wildlife, all of the marine life. We've addressed all of our tensions and issues. We've even addressed all of our wants. And then we have another golden tendril where we ourselves are this little kind of glowing golden ball of light. And what I'd like for you to do now is notice the earth and your moon, if you have a moon, and notice the tendril between the earth and your wall. And whether your earth shrinks or whether your wall expands, envision the golden tendril getting shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter, so short that the planet begins to merge into the wall and the wall begins to encompass the earth. And when it completely encompasses the earth, let it all seal itself so that nothing leaks out, so that now you have this earth along with all the things that you've addressed, all the little golden specks, along with all the beings that you addressed. And then once this has happened, envision it coming smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller in size so that it is a comfortable size. A size that you feel is manageable. All right? And then as you look at that from your observer position and then see your golden light right there and notice the tendril between this wall and earth and the tendril, envision this tendril getting shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter, and that this world and all of the things that we've addressed come closer and closer and closer and come into your energy field, into your heart chakra, and vanish into all of existence, all of what you are. Envision all of this energy comes into you. And when that happens, take a series of larger than normal breaths. If you have a feeling associated with that, if you are feeling numb or tingly or any other kind of odd sensation, just focus on the golden light shaft that we grounded with in the beginning and just amplify that golden energy, and then just breathe for a moment until the feeling fades and the energies all acclimate. Because that's a lot to take in right there. That's a lot to allow in. We're so used to being shielded off that we allow something in. But this thing that we allowed in was the best presentation of unconditional love that we could muster. There's not a negative thing there. But even though we sometimes still feel a little nummy or tingly or weird, or maybe we might feel a little flux in our magnetic energetic field for just a moment. And when that happens, just focus on your ground. Allow the energies to acclimate. Just breathe a little bit. Because this wasn't anybody else's golden wall. This was your golden wall. And this wasn't anybody else's planet. This was your planet. And it wasn't just anybody else's moon. It was your moon. All of this energy is your energy. But sometimes when we think about addressing things this big, it still gives us a little flutter or a little flux. And it's okay. It's normal. It's all right. And if you didn't feel a thing at all, and it was perfectly already harmoniously balanced to you, perfect. But if you felt a little flux, if you felt a little ripple, or even maybe a little disturbance, just let it calm, let it acclimate, let it attune, and let you allow yourself to attune to that higher vibrational idea of all that healing that we just addressed. Let it all soak in and let it all dissipate through your energetic field. Let all that healing flow. No, your heart can take it. You're still alive. This didn't hurt you. It's probably one of the best things you could do. Actually, it is one of the best things you can do, but modesty. When you're comfortable, begin bringing your awareness back to yourself. We don't have to disconnect from the earth. We don't have to disconnect from the golden light. This is your connection. This is your energy. There's no reason to disconnect from it, but please bring your awareness back to you again. You might wiggle a toe, you might twitch a leg, you might sense the muscles in your back, you might just move your spine, feel your shoulders, your neck, your back, your arms, your head, your face. Please take a larger than deeper breath and allow all of you to come back to your physical body, You might want to open your eyes or open your eyes very soon when you're comfortable. But bring all your attention back to you again. You might become aware of your presence. You might become aware of your immediate surroundings, your room, your home, your area, your neighborhood, your town, where you are located geographically on the planet. You may become aware of all these things. Become aware of physical reality once again. But you don't have to disconnect from this energy. This energy is pure you. This energy is unconditional love. And you can hold on to this energy for as long as you like. And you can return to this energy anytime you want to. This is yours. Whenever you want to return, just focus on the best of you and return. I don't own this energy. You do. This is you. So hold on to that. Enjoy this energy. Enjoy this space. And feel good that you've addressed everything and that you're okay with it. And I'm going to begin bringing myself back now from my portion of this co-creation. Lots of extra energies around. So many extras. If for any reason you begin feeling abnormally sensitive, just get into a light meditative state and just breathe it through. If for any reason you feel any energetic turmoil afterwards, just breathe in some peace and just focus back on unconditional, neutral existence, and just breathe the peace and let it calm. It's just a phase, and it's just a phase of the energies swapping out. It's not a sign of anything wrong. It's just an attunement, an acclimation of energies. All right, with that, I will say, please make sure you drink some extra water for the next 2 or 3 days. Maybe not so much tonight because on the East Coast it's pretty late. But tomorrow, please try to drink at least an extra glass of water, an extra liter if you can go it, for the next couple of days. What this does is when you do energy work, some energies are more non-physical and they begin to solidify and become more physical. And some of the energies that were physical will become less physical and exchange out, and the energies will exchange. And water helps facilitate this energetic exchange. Water is one of the really awesome, great things that helps with this, because water is one of those great substances that can be all states of being. And it's perfect for that because it can be a solid, and it can be a liquid, and it can be a gas. Just what we need for working with physicality and less physicality. It's perfect for that. So please drink extra water, as pure as you can get it, for the next several days. Announcements. Announcements are, there are no events next week. I'm going to be out of town helping a friend. I won't be available. I'll be available partially, but there won't be any scheduled events. I won't be available much, but I'll still have internet and phone. So those that have contact or need contact will be able to, and I'll respond when I'm able. So that'll be how that plays out. In the meantime, my email address will be in the YouTube description, the post office box, the Facebook group link, my PayPal information, because if you would like to support GuruDan Reiki and help me with this and help this expand, please do so via PayPal. That link is in the description. If you're watching this on YouTube and you've come this far and you participated, please click the like button. You can see my last video over here. You can please subscribe over here. And until then, until my next event, much love to you and see you all next time. All of you that are here are welcome to stay. We will have our after chat. And all of you in video world, much love to you. See you next week.